Here's another one. I'm climbing a ladder right now. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be removing this stock ugly 6.7 valve cover and replacing it with something much better. There's a theme that I wanted to go on with this truck. It is prismatic illusion cherry. I've always loved this color. Tons of people have used this color for powder coat, but I love it. I think it goes really good with the silver, and I got a whole bunch of stuff yet to install on this truck. Yeah, I want to start with the valve cover. Pretty straightforward process, I do believe. Remove this awesome valve cover vent. You got one sensor, you got two sensors. Hopefully we'll be able to tie those up nicely up out of the way. You have oil drain backs right there and right there, and they go way down there. That's going to be a pain in the butt. I got to figure that out. And then really that's it. Take off this crankcase filter, valve cover, whole deal, and replace it. This is a cool box. Pretty slick. So D&J valve cover, 6.7 valve cover, powder coated, of course. I did get this from Whirly. They actually, if you buy parts from them, you can get powder coating for pretty cheap. In my opinion and my experience, cheaper than, taking it to your local powder coater and having them do it, and they do a really good job. So this thing is pretty slick. I do believe that this is the caps necessary to cap off the crankcase ventilation ports or whatever in the oil drain back. So that's cool. Nice hardware and washers. Let's get busy. Okay, I am this far. Crankcase filter is removed. Only thing left to do is pull this and this off, and wherever it goes down there, and then we'll be ready to take the whole valve cover off. Okay, got this pesky thing off. This is your, again, the crankcase vent filter drain back. It goes down into the block. And a port down there right below the CP3, below and behind it. This is probably the hardest part about the job, I'm going to go ahead and say, is just pulling it off the nipple there. It's not clamped on or anything. It's just on there. Best thing I found was to put a pair of vice grips or pliers on that, give it a twist. There's not much room. You really just got to kind of wing it. That should break it loose, and then just grab a hold of this 90 and pull up with your right arm, right hand, and came right off. Next is, I think it's ready to pull the valve cover out. Valve cover is off. You do need to be careful. The gasket will want to stick to the valve cover. You can kind of use these tabs. They're all around the outside. These tabs keep the gasket in line, or I guess square, on top of the rocker box. And you can kind of use them. You can put a screwdriver or something just right on top of there to push down to get it to unstick, if you will, off the valve cover. And it basically just sits there. Probably want to go all around this rubber valve cover and make sure there's no debris sitting around on top of it. That way when you put the D&J billet cover on, or whatever cover you're putting on, you have a clean rubber surface. I'm also going to just check all 6 thread holes, make sure they're ready to go, and cover's going to go on. here's the finished product, all done. Pretty easy, about 2 hours, if that. Started it up, I haven't driven it yet, but so far no leaks at idle for about 5 minutes. So we will, I'll drive it and get it hot probably tonight or tomorrow. I did have to, this was pretty lame, inside the bolt holes, I had to take a Dremel and get rid of the powder inside, because the washers that come with these bolts are the kind that have the rubber, you know, infused in the middle of them to seal, and the washer would not go down inside the hole. The powder was too thick, so not a huge deal, kind of a pain in the butt. Didn't want to have to do that, but oh well. Next after this is going to be, got a GDP intake manifold, and as well as a grid heater delete plate and all that. That'll be its own video as well. So you can't really beat how good these look compared to a lot of the other stuff that's out there. As far as I know and as far as I can tell, these have the best baffle system. That's always a plus, because I don't want to have to put a catch can on this truck. You know, shouldn't have to do that. So okay, that wraps this video up. Hopefully you got a little something out of this video if you're looking to put a valve cover on any year 6.7, really, I believe. Appreciate you watching. UCC is right around the corner, so I don't know exactly what's going to be posted next. It's really just going to be whatever I end up filming. And yeah, first video with the new channel name, Everyday Diesel. Just doing stuff in my driveway, just like anybody else would. That's the whole goal with this channel, is to show you what the everyday guy can do. This stuff really isn't that difficult, so hopefully this motivates you to go work on your own stuff, and that's the whole point. So get out and work on your truck, and thanks for watching.